Okay, what's up guys and gals, once again it's Ian back on Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. I'm joined with Matthew, who's...
Hello.
There he is. Your favourite Fallout 4 streamer. Don't forget to check out his Fallout 4 streams on CKGC Streaming. He's also done a great excuse me, a great stream on his favourite places in Skyrim. Don't forget to give him a comment on that. Tell him if you agree with what he likes and what he doesn't. Let us know if you agree with him or if you don't agree with him. As you remember, the last time we wrapped up Lizzie's story and saw that she was about to leave in the train station just there on the phone to Stephen when the jets flew over and her atoms just started to magically sprinkle. Today we're going to be working more on trophies. This is going to be more of the trophy guide. We've got 4 more trophies I'm going to try and help you get today. And they are Graffiti Artist, Moonwalker, Howard's Train and Ready Meal. So if you need any of them, will be covered today. Moonwalker, apparently I haven't done this, so I'll be doing it for the first time, so you'll see the trophy pop. You've got to stand against the wall and just press backwards for about 50 seconds. So we'll try and get that one right now. It says stand against something solid and press backwards, so we're doing that right now. I don't know how long 50 seconds is. I haven't actually got my stopwatch on, so tell me how long the 50 seconds is. So I'll quickly load it up. Oops. We should be close anyway. I'm going to need it in a minute because one of the other ones is Howard's Train, and we're going to need to play with his train for 3 minutes. It should be quite interesting.
Everything's 3 minutes on that game.
Yep. Well, I remember there's
Maybe
a 3 minute.
it's a sign.
Ah, it could be. Could be. There we go. So you just lean against something solid, I leant against that fence, and then push backwards on the stick for 50 seconds. Okay, so we're going to head down here, because apparently this is the way to Howard's,
Did they close the
house.
tunnel?
There's no trains. I've put up a sign.
The tunnel, Howard. Is it closed?
I think so. I don't like it. It's not right at all.
Stop whining. It doesn't help anyone. Did you know you're bleeding?
Oh, it's this headache. It's just killing me. I haven't had a nosebleed like this since I was a kid.
But you've
Although
not
I
been
say
to the
apparently.
No, I've been here the last couple of days or at home. I've only spoken to Clive at the EMC on the phone. Well, tried to anyway, but with all the crossed lines...
But no direct contact with any other people.
No one. What are you talking about? What's going on?
It's the pattern. It's adapted again. It doesn't need direct contact to transfer. It's using the phones.
What do you mean, direct contact? Stephen!
Apparently this is, well, according to what I've been told, this is the way to Howard's house. It's at the end of this road. There's another radio, but as I said, we'll be doing the radios at a later date. So, in the meantime, we've got to head to Howard's place, which is at the end of the main road. Aha! This looks like it might be Howard's place, so we can get on with the trophy Howard's Train. It will take 3 minutes, so you'll have to be patient with me, but we are going to continue some of the story mode while we're doing these trophies. As you see, we've already got Moonwalker, so that was a good start. There's a telephone ringing in here.
Station Master's house, Howard Lantham speaking. Howard, it's Clive. Clive Smith. I need you to listen to me and not ask questions or interrupt. Can you do that? Yeah, I can. But why are you calling? The Emergency Measures Committee is imposing a quarantine around the valley. We've got an influenza outbreak in the village. We're suspending rail services, and we're also going to be shutting down the roads for a bit. You're going to be dealing with some anxious people, Howard, so you need to explain it's all under control, and we'll be back to normal in a few days. All right? Open up the emergency store. There's posters and boards, along with a bunch of stuff that hasn't been used since the war. Grab anything you think might be useful. I need you to close up any unoccupied buildings, put posters up, that sort of thing. Make sure everything is all squared away and shipshape. You are a military man, I'm sure you understand that. Everyone doing their bit, following their orders. All right? All right? I think. Good man. I knew we could count on you. Ah, Jesus, Maze. What the hell was that?
I think that's where Howard got infected from. If you remember, he had the headache and the nosebleed just up the road when we were talking there. When he was talking to Stephen. Okay, so apparently up here we should, hopefully, find his train set. Open the door. No, we're not going to find it in the bathroom, I don't think, somehow. Here it is. So as you can see, come in here and just interact with it. And then just watch it for 3 minutes. Standing at the table. So we'll get the timer going on that. And we'll watch the train set. Are you into trains, Matthew?
I like Mallard. I like the Mallard and I like the Flying Scotsman.
Oh,
They're my
yes.
favourite train.
Got a bit. I've heard of the Flying Scotsman. I think the Mallard I might have heard of, but I'm not really a big train enthusiast.
The Mallard was the fastest steam train, the one that, whilst in the actual tube that they used to, you know, the air tube thing. Whilst it was in there, what they did is they accidentally dented the exhaust with the thumb.
Right.
Because it wasn't aerodynamic, they dented it with the thumb by accident, and then they made it aerodynamic, and they were like, might as well throw it in there.
Well,
So.
you see, you live and learn on these streams. While we're doing trophies, you're learning about things.
You're learning about the Mallard. One of the fastest steam trains. Yeah. See? There's more reason why to watch us.
Exactly, you see. We're educational as well as fun. Of course, it's no coincidence that Howard is the station master and he's got a train set in his bedroom. Not a very big train set, I've got to confess. It's a tad disappointing for a station master to only have a basic train set, but anyway, you stand here and you look at this for 3 minutes. I know it's very tedious, but that's what you got to do to get the trophy, and the trophy should pop. The next one we're going to do is we're going to be doing 2 together, and it's the graffiti artist and ready meal, which is to do the Chads and the... There we go, there's Howard's train just popped. So we're going to be doing the Chads and the microwaves at the same time, because we've opened all the village up now, so we can do that one at the same time. Okay, so as you can see, this is the far end of Little Tipworth. So hopefully we need to head back to Yorton, so we'll go as quickly as we can. Please bear with me, it may take a little bit of travelling, but we're going to do it. And while we're doing that, Matthew's going to entertain us with some of his comedy sketchings.
What, comedic sketchings? Oh yeah, good one. I'm at least setting up. Can't just kind of come up with them.
Oh, that's terrible. As you remember though, we've covered most of this area now. So we're just basically going to be mopping up some of the trophies that we haven't already got. Trying to get basically towards preps for the platinum, and hopefully within a few more episodes at the latest we should have this platinumed and out the way. That's the pub, that's a secondary pub that you need to stand at and wait for 3 minutes to get a drink, that obviously is never going to come because everybody here's gone to the Rapture, although we're not sure what the Rapture is quite yet.
You know what? I'm not too sure. I think I don't know whether they have gone to the Rapture, you know.
Do you not think?
No, I reckon there's more to it than that.
Well, you do realise that the obvious thing is that we could have them under the Trade Descriptions Act if we don't find everybody in the Rapture. It's going to be very disappointing not to see everyone in the Rapture.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. If our Jim isn't there, then we're going to be well upset.
Well, I mean, we know Wendy, Lizzie, and Frank have disappeared, so we're pretty sure Wendy, Lizzie, and Frank are all in the Rapture.
One of them might have caused it. You never know.
Well, that's it. We're not sure what's happened to Kate, Stephen, Howard, and some of the others, but I'm sure we're going to find that out very soon. There's another phone box, and this would be another opportunity for you to get the wrong number trophy. Just stand, open the door, go in, close the door behind you. Make sure you close the door behind you, and after 3 minutes you will get the trophy for wrong number. Sorry, I couldn't think of the name of the trophy then for a second. My mind went blank. It's a bit of a long trek back to Yorton. We've got to go all the way past the holiday camp and back past Appleton's farm and all that. The next one after these 4 we're going to be doing is obviously going to be the You Are Here signs. That's going to be a bit of a tough one though, because there's a lot of them. And the books, they're going to be the books, the radios and the maps are going to be the hardest ones. But we'll have a crack at them. Because what I'll do is, instead of doing like I have done today, where I've had to do the walk back, I'll start in Yorton and work through with you on all of them. So, yeah. We're heading back to Yorton now. We're by Appleton's farm, if you remember. If you're following the storyline, there was a orb at the end of one of the fields where we couldn't trigger it. No matter how much I tilted the controller, it wouldn't trigger. I'm just wondering if we've got enough of the story done now that we can actually trigger the orb. If it's still there, we might have triggered it from a different angle. But I shall pop by and have a look just to see on the way through. As you can see, the graphics are pretty... I've got to admit, the graphics are pretty amazing. It's very atmospheric, this game, so if you like games that are atmospheric, I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy this. I know I have. If you want to speed up this part of the video, obviously feel free to, because I'm going as fast as I can. I've literally got the R2 held in, but it's as fast as I can walk, so please feel free to speed this up. I don't think we're going to achieve anything really of any great interest here. So, yeah. But it's just unfortunately, if you're watching live, yeah, you're going to have to put up with my droning and waffling. But I'm sure Matthew will jump in every so often just to make it slightly more interesting, won't you, Matthew?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I suppose I can do.
I mean, I'm sure he's got some really great stories to tell you about times he's gone to villages and found everyone's gone to the Rapture.
I live in the countryside. I mean, I suppose I should be going to villages quite often.
And there we go.
Never said there were interesting villages. Most of them, the highlight of the lives sell cheese, but that's about it.
Well, you gotta like a bit of cheese. Come on. Who doesn't like a bit of cheese?
I'm not too keen on cheese, personally, but...
Oh, I couldn't imagine a pizza without cheese.
Oh, no, I like our own stuff, I just can't eat it pure.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I love a good piece of cheese. Massive fan of cheese, I am. I'm probably the biggest cheese fan ever. I don't think I've found a piece of cheese I haven't liked.
Have you ever had that really weird looking mouldy cheese?
I haven't, to be honest with you. I've got to admit, I don't like Cheshire cheese because I find that too crumbly. It's a bit yeah. I just not too keen. Well, that's weird because the orb that we were supposed to find here has disappeared. Huh. So we must have at some stage cleared that orb. It must have been leading us somewhere. Because it's definitely not here anymore. I wonder if it was leading us to the windmill. Oh well, we sorted that out. So we haven't missed any of the story. You have to check around though, because once you go through Stephen's bunker, you can't go back. It's basically make sure you've got the majority of your trophies completed, because otherwise you'll have to start a whole new story mode, and you don't really want to be doing this time and again, because 2 of the trophies require you to start fresh games. Because one of them is to run straight to the bunker. I'll be showing you that one pretty soon. As soon as I finish the story mode, I'll be showing you that trophy and how to get it. And the other one is to collect the radios without interacting with anything else. So that will require at least 2 new games, and you want to make sure you've got your story mode all up to scratch. Otherwise, I just don't want to imagine what it'd be like to get there and find you haven't completed the story mode and have to do all the story mode again from scratch. I don't know whether I've done it or not. Obviously, off camera, when I've completed to the bunker, I will do a run round and just make sure that I've left no places unturned. But I think I've basically completed everything. I can't see any story mode I've missed yet, but you never know with this game. It has a habit of hiding the story mode in the weirdest places that you'd never expect to find it. As you can see, we're back in Tipworth Forest. There's a radio to my right, as the sound is coming quite loud from my right ear. And we're just walking through the forest now as fast as we can, which isn't particularly that fast. It's a weird noise coming from the left hand side. We've checked over there though, because we went that way, I remember.
What if it just looks similar and you haven't actually gone that way?
That would be quite frustrating, to be honest. I don't think I'd fancy having found out that, I suddenly not checked that area. As you can see, here's the bus stop. Just don't wait for a bus, and don't post anything in the post box. I don't think anyone's going to collect it. Of course, this game, as you'll know, is set... I did say it's in the mid-1980s. It's actually set in 1984. Something else I need to correct myself on. On part 1, I said that Skyrim was Ubisoft. It's not. It was Bethesda by mistake. I kind of wasn't concentrating, and I gave Ubisoft credit. I know. I gave Ubisoft credit for Skyrim. It's not. Skyrim is actually Bethesda. So before you all start spamming the comments on episode 1 saying it's Bethesda, not Ubisoft, I am correcting myself.
I'm going to go spam it now.
I knew you would. I knew you would. Matthew hates Skyrim.
Just for the blasphemy.
Matthew hates Skyrim. It's one game he can't get into.
I know. Absolutely hate.
You'll see that from the fact that he done his favourite places in Skyrim video. It's on CKGC streaming. If you want to go to the streaming channel, no one's live on it at the moment, but if you want to check out some of the old videos on there, there's a link. If you go to the channel of this channel, I guess. Don't like saying channel twice in one sentence, but if you go to this channel and you look in there, you'll see there's a link to CKGC streaming under I can't remember what it's under, to be honest, but it's on the right hand side. You'll see there's a link to the channel. Please feel free to check it out. There's some great streams on there. Don't forget to show them the support. Don't forget, we're live with you now. It is the last day of November, and it's just after 5 o'clock in the evening here in the UK. So if you're watching us live, interact with us, give us a comment, tell us what you want. Tell me to hurry up, because this is taking forever. I'm getting flat fingers from all this. I should really have stopped the video and started it up again when I was there. But we're nearly there now. We're nearly back in Yorton. Ow. So we're going to try and get the graffiti artist and ready meal trophies done and out the way. So if you're trying to do them, this is the place for you. We've already got 2 trophies completed so far, which was Moonwalker and Howard's Train. So let's see if we can't.
How is Howard's Train?
Not very big. Gotta confess, I thought it would have been... I thought with him being the station master, he'd have had a huge train set. Mind you saying that, with him being the station master, you'd think he'd see enough trains at work, let alone having more at home, so... Probably got fed up with them.
I'm a bit surprised.
It's kind of like, you know, people who work in... making bars of chocolate. Yeah, they don't want to see chocolate when they come home. Or like, as you just said, McDonald's, I don't think they have burgers for their dinner. I think they cooked enough burgers during the day. If you work in McDonald's, give us a shout in the comments. Let us know, do you take food home from work? Or do you try and avoid it as much as you can, knowing what's in the burger that we don't want to know?
They probably won't tell the employees, though, saying that.
Yeah, did you ever hear the story about the guy who, when he had an awkward customer, he would spit in their burger?
Alright.
Yeah. Kind of not exactly what I'd like. A double cheeseburger with extra spittle. Ew. It could get worse, I guess, but I don't know how. As you can see, we're just about to enter Yorton again. I didn't think we'd be back here till doing the radios and that, but we need to do the chads. And now a chad, that's a very unique thing. It's basically known in America as Kilroy Was Here. It started during the war. It's a little balding man with a rather prominent nose, with his hands hanging over a wall, and in the UK it used to be followed by the punchline, what knows something. Basically started during rationing. They started appearing everywhere. Yeah, it was supposed to signify that something was lacking, or there wasn't enough of something. There's a radio off to the right. If you've never seen them, I'll show you them when we get there. We need to get to the far end of Yorton and Narrow Road. Well, yes, there will be, because it's going over a bridge. Okay, we're nearly at the first chad now. It's just inside this. If you see, there's a bus shelter just up ahead. The first chad is in there. I did show you in the first video. Was it the second? It was either part 1 or part 2. I showed you where the chad was. And all you got to do is look at it for a few seconds, and you will see that well, you won't get the trophies straight away. Obviously, you've got to collect all of them. But I will show you where they're located, so as in case you're having a problem. It's very, very slow when we are marching along here. yeah, here is... That's a Chad. See, it's the balding guy leaning over a wall, and you got to find them. So that's number 1. While we're also doing this, we'll do the ready meal trophy. So we've got to go to the Stars pub, which is here, and the house opposite the pub, which I think is this one. Please bear in mind I haven't done this, so I might make a few odd mistakes. I think this house is locked up actually. Yeah, it's not this house, but I think it might be this one. So please bear in mind you're going to have to work with me on this. Yeah, inside here, into the kitchen, and there's your first microwave. Now, I've already done this one, so what you're going to have to do is you just interact with it by pressing X, and it'll make like a whirring and a ping noise. Once it's done that, you've interacted with it. You won't be able to interact with it again, so you'll know you've done it if you can't interact with it. Okay, so now we've got to go to the town hall or community centre for the microwave number 2. I hope that a couple of them I haven't done, so I'll be able to show you what the sound is like, and you'll be able to get them for yourselves. So we need to go up to the community hall, which is up this way. So yeah, we're going to walk along here. Obviously, if you have any questions regarding any of the trophies in the game, just leave it in the comments and I'll be able to get back to you as soon as possible. It's Badger's Loft. Do you like badgers, Matthew?
Well, it depends if they're vicious. If every time you speak to one they like kind of jab you in the face with the claw, then no, not really.
I think you're more thinking of honey badgers.
Still a badger.
On Far Cry 4 they were quite lethal, honey badgers.
Far Cry 4 honey badgers. They could kill anything, man. Watch one kill a bear once.
Well, exactly. Honey badgers unfortunately have no fear.
They do not fear death.
They don't fear anything. Right, so we need to go up here by the church. Hang on, where's the... Oh, here we are. Of course, if you remember, this is Father Jeremy's church. Bit of a strange guy he turned out to be.
He does sound like a bit of a weirdo.
He had something to do with... I think we crossed a very controversial subject of euthanasia during this game.
Whoa.
Exactly. And I don't think it's a subject that you want to cross too often. Okay, so we need to go to the community centre. It should be along here. Take a left, and this should be the community centre where the second microwave is. There's a radio to the left. As I say, though, we'll cross the radios when we come to it, because that's going to take us a bit longer. Okay, so we're going here, and we're going to go into the kitchen area, which should be... it's not that way. see if we can find the kitchen area. Here we are. And here is microwave number 2. So just, again, as you did before, interact with it until it pings. And that's microwave number 2. Okay, so now we're going to go to Tipworth Forest. So we've done everything in your... These are the 2 for this area. Are we able to get out of this gate? I think we should be. There we go. Got to open it nice and wide, because as we've discovered on multiple occasions, our character is slightly larger than life. So we now need to come out of Badger's Loft and head up here towards Tipworth Forest. Now, the next one apparently will be quite hard for us to find. So we've got to be very patient with it. And I might need you guys to help me find it, because apparently it's very hard to find. I've got a rough area of where it is. So let's just walk down Shepherd's Walk, taking a left. So we've got to find the picnic area near the waterfall. That should be quite fun. You got to drive slowly because of wildlife. So we've got to look around here for a picnic area. And we've got to find a waterfall, so we're going to be looking... The shadows move a bit weird in this game. Doesn't seem to be any water around here yet. I just can't hear any. So it might be a bit deeper into the forest itself. What is that noise? Okay. Let's have a quick look. No, we can't go up here. Okay, fair enough. So we need to continue around here. Can't hear if there's anything around there. Okay, we'll check what this sign says. And it says Tipworth Woods. I think somebody left the gate open. And there's some water here. There's no sign of a waterfall. We shall take Tipworth Gorge. We'll have a look up here, see if, because a gorge is usually where a waterfall would be located. So let's have a wander up here and see if we can find the waterfall. Okay. Right, it's on a picnic table near a beer bottle. There's a dead bird. Can we see it? Okay. we can't see it. There it is, if you see, just on that second plank. Okay, from the right, if you look on the right, there's 2 planks, and if it's just on that second plank, I can just see the eyes. Okay, so that's number 2 on the Chads. So we've got 2 of them already. Next thing we need to do is we're doing the next microwave. So we've got to look for a red car and house number 25. So just keep an eye out for a red car. So you've seen where the next Chad is. So we get back on the main road and we shall look for a red car, and behind that red car will be house number 25 and our next microwave. Although I can't see a red car at the moment. I'm just beginning to wonder if I might have passed it, or I haven't got to it yet. So it's going to be a lot of exploring in this, but as I say, you can see some of the places where you'll need to do collectibles and that, so hopefully we can keep this going. Just trying to see if I can see a red car anywhere in the distance. Well, there's a red car. Right, it's got flashing hazard lights. I think it's the one that Stephen, if you remember from the story, I think it's the one that Stephen was trying to start. If you remember, and he was, well, let's just say he was less than prudent with his language. So we'll head to that area and see if that's it, because I do remember that car having its hazard lights flashing. So yes, here it is. Yeah. So we got to go behind here and collect the next microwave. So we're looking for house number 25. Here we are, house number 25, and there's our next microwave. Okay, we've already done that one. Okay, so the next one will be on Appleton's farm. We've got to find a Chad on Appleton's farm, and it's near to the windmill. So we're going to do a bit of walking there now. There's only 4 microwaves and 5 Chads you've got to find. So hopefully we can get that done if we can ever get any speed up. So at Appleton's farm, we're looking for a blue grey van in the middle of the wheat field, closest to the windmill. So basically I think we need to go the way we went when we were doing the story. So we'll go down here. Matthew, do you like windmills? Okay, Matthew's just done one for a second. Oh, here he is. Have you ever been in a windmill?
Yeah, I have, believe it or not.
Ah, was it fun?
Not really.
Was it a working windmill, or just a normal one?
No, it was working.
Oh, nice, making flour.
Yeah,
So I gather you felt the flour power.
A little bit.
Windmills to me always, I don't know, they always look very isolated because they're always on their own. They always look lonely places. Rather like lighthouses. So yeah, we're coming along here towards Appleton's farm. This is, for God's sake, I wish I could walk a bit quicker. As I said, if the walking is taking a bit of time, please feel free to skip along. There's the windmill. We're just got to find the van near the windmill. We'll dodge into the field now. There's a van here, so that looks quietly hopeful that we will find the van. I will, after these trophies have been collected, I will stop and we will continue with the story mode as soon as possible. Now apparently it's on the side. There it is. There's the next one. As you can see, it's on this van here. So that's number 3. The next one is at the Lakeside Holiday Camp. And we've got to find the laundry, but now, where's the way out of this field? There was a way out along here somewhere. Because I remember coming in quite close to it. Another perfect place to do the Moonwalker trophy, if you haven't done it already. But after I've done this trophy guide, I will be stopping this one. I do have a surprise lined up for our viewers, so I hope you'll stay tuned, because I've nearly completed this. There will be a surprise coming up very soon. I don't want to say too much and spoil the fun, but I've got a couple of games in the pipeline that I do hope you're going to enjoy and help me out with. Stay with me, because I know quite a few of you have enjoyed this stream. Okay, so we're at the lakeside and we need to go to the laundry building. Got to try and remember which one's the laundry building. It's the one with the washing machines. I think it's just around the camp, if I remember correctly. So we should be able to find it. Not sure if this isn't it, just here. Yep, this is it. Okay, so we've got to have a quick look round and find our there he is. Okay. Up. So that's the next one. He's just on the wall by the washing machine that's being repaired, or was being repaired. Okay, so it's after the, just follow that row of washing machines along and he's right at the end there. Okay, and the last one is in Little Tipworth. And for that we've got to find Fawley's Yard. We shouldn't have a problem with this. Fawley's Yard should be quite easy to find. So we've got to go back along the road. I get out of the holiday camp. Gain another post box. Wouldn't recommend posting letters there. Don't think there's a collection. Hopefully we can. Be nice to think we could speed it up a bit as it's pouring rain. We're going to go up Tipworth Road. Going to be a bit slower than usual, I guess, because we're going uphill. So we'll go uphill. Sounds like there's a thunderstorm brewing. Apparently this road gets slippery and it's a very sharp turn here. And we're back in Little Tipworth. We're just going to enter the village now, because you can tell, because it's reduced it to a 30-mile-an-hour speed zone. Somebody's abandoned their vehicle here. So hopefully we shouldn't be too long now. We've got to find Fawley's Yard. I think Fawley's Yard, if I remember, was on the right. I know there's a builder's merchant on the right. Valley Farm Wholesalers. Sorry, it's been a lot of walking in this one, but I wanted to show you these trophies. And I didn't want to have them done and then show them to you. Oh, hello. Why have you caught up with us? Where's that heading? Well, just follow that, just out of principle for a second. Okay. Seems to be wanting us. Okay, that's weird. The fact that it stopped and we can't do anything with it. Let's try down a different angle. Try yet another different angle. No, doesn't seem. Just seems to be stopped here. Doesn't seem to. We've already had an interaction with that van anyway. Might just be guiding us back. Anyway, we'll head to the... I think this is... I can't remember if this is Fawley's or not. Yes, it is. So it's a white commercial lorry. It should be here. And there is the last Chad. As you can see, I've just got the trophy graffiti artist. So we'll now go and do the last we'll just do the last microwave, which is back at Howard's house, which if I'd have known I'd have done it to start with. And then I shall end this episode, and on the next one we will continue with the story.
Hopefully.
Well, we will, because we've got most of the trophies mopped up.
Or so you think. Yeah.
Well, I know, because I'm basically keeping an eye on what trophies we've got and what we haven't. If you do want to see more trophy guides on the two channels, do drop us a message in the comments, and I'm sure there's a few of us can start working on helping you with trophies on the various games that we're currently working on. I know trophy guides are quite popular these days, because a lot of you like now to collect trophies. They're a fun way of taking on a challenge from the gamers, the game publishers. They seem to think they're better than us, but they're not. We know better. Saying that they'll probably bring out some really rotten ones in the next few weeks, but oh well. If they do bring them out, don't blame me. It wasn't my fault. Hashtag it wasn't me. Blame Matthew.
Don't blame Matthew.
Well, yeah, because
Matthew did nothing.
Alright, in we go. We're going to go in here. We're going to go... Alright, his kitchen's not going to be upstairs, so why did I just go upstairs? It's highly unlikely his kitchen's going to be upstairs.
He might be a bit of a weirdo.
He is a bit of a weirdo. He's talking about his shoes in the last episode. Right, and here's the final microwave. And there you go, there is the trophy. It's a bronze trophy, it's ready meal. So today we've worked on 2 silvers, Howard's Train and Moonwalker. We've got a gold one in Graffiti Artist and a bronze in ready meal. So I'm going to leave it there, and then when we get back we're going to continue with the story mode, because I personally think we should continue up this road to see what's going on up there. But that's for the next part. I'd like to thank you all for watching as usual. Remind you, I've been Ian, aka CrazyKurt. You can follow me on Twitter, I'm at CrazyKurt. Follow the group on Twitter, they're at CrazyKurtGC. Give this video a thumbs up. Share this video with all your friends and all your family and everyone else that you know. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to subscribe to CKGC Streaming as well while you're there. These 2 channels are very similar, except there's more people doing different games on CKGC Streaming. I'm the only one who's on this one at the moment, although I do bring videos over from there that are good. So give them both a subscribe, and until the next part, I will see you soon. On behalf of Matthew, thanks for watching, and goodbye.